Mr. Arnold Sachs and Mr. ZUMA DOGG. Please come forward.
Yes, thank you. ZUMA DOGG, candidate for mayor 2013. And you can read more about what I'm discussing here at ZUMADOGG.com. Time is limited. I'll be following up. Now, first of all, I'd like to talk about the First Amendment and the interruptions and the Brown. Okay, there are times when the president can interrupt the speaker if the speaker is issuing a threat or is truly off topic. I believe council is using the off-topic rule when they don't like what the speaker is saying. But besides that, you can't interrupt the speaker to say, have more dignity, be more respectful, relax, lower your voice, try to say the word Woody Guthrie every 5 words. These are all illegal interruptions. And we do have a case in federal court. Please stop doing it. Because then what happens is we get upset when you cut us off, and then Michael Cariana, myself, and all the others, then we respond badly after you have violated the law. And by the way, they are illegal. And then with the threats, please stop threatening the public comment speakers. You say we disrupt the meeting. I don't know any public comment speaker that has ever threatened the council members. But Herb Wesson had to apologize in the LA Times, and Paul Koretz is not as smart. He says, yeah, perhaps he shouldn't have threatened, and he's still not sure. We got real problems here, because now the city wants to use the gadflies as an excuse. If you're watching on TV 35, council is discussing pulling the broadcast on these meetings. They want to blame it on gadflies who are here to expose the fraud, waste, and abuse, as the FBI is now investigating City Hall, as the mayor is now calling for a large number of layoffs, as the city is not able to provide basic services, as they're going to be losing on federal money, not able to be compliant because the administrative staff is not able to function. What's going to happen in 2013? They want to blame it on ZUMA DOGG. Isn't that just great?
Mr. Sachs, I see that you've returned. Next.
Yes, and next in this case is ZUMA DOGG, and my credential is 2013 LA candidate for mayor, and I've discussed this topic profusely, and you could read about it at ZUMADOGG.com. Now, I'd like to read a statement first, and please allow me the flexibility. This is on topic. I have to read this first, if you could please allow it. I see Dion getting nervous. Richard Alarcon, council member, said, it saddens me that they would waste time, ZUMA DOGG, 3 times a week in council.
He is not
okay,
on
I was going to...
Connect it back, Mr. DOGG, to the REAP item.
Okay, now, if I could tell you afterwards, I'd like to let you know where I was going if I could be afforded that. But so we'll talk about the REAP. The FBI is investigating Los Angeles City Hall, the Los Angeles Housing Department. Herb Wesson, the now current council president, was housing chair for the period of time of which the FBI is now investigating this very program. I'm here to ask for an aye vote to release all these properties off of REAP, because we understand that the outreach contractors have conflict of interest. Roberto Adalpe, who runs the program, he's a mafia mob thug with conflicts of interest, and the FBI's probing his ass, and his window clerks are taking bribes. And I talked to Herb Wesson about this in committee for years and years and years and years. And Eric Garcetti told me that there was no problem. And so I'd like to recap again. Vote yes to release these properties from rent escrow. Because while the city pretends like they want to keep people in homes, they're illegally fining and seizing the properties that house the people, only to be discovered it's all illegal, baby. Yeah! The FBI had to come to town. Barack Obama had to send outside authorities because the Wilshire district has been infiltrated with people that you are tied to. So if Barack Obama had to send people from Washington to investigate the rent escrow department, and Roberto Adalpe and Mercedes Marquez is involved, vote yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I had to sit through the whole meeting to talk about this, the budget item. And nothing has said more about the mismanagement of the city council than this item. And this is an effing disaster. This is regional catastrophe grant program, emergency money, and you didn't spend it. Okay, it is money laundering. You were given emergency services money by the federal government in 2009. Okay, then you say, gee, we're going broke. Gee, we got to cut fire. We got to cut emergency services. Pat McOsker from the fire department comes here and says the response times are going up and lives are being at risk. And so now it's only to be told that you have to transfer money to put back in the general fund. So you were spending the grant money out of the general fund only to now have to put it back in. It's also shady and money laundering. Here, FBI, here's my request. City Council, can two of you make a motion to please have the FBI get involved for this money laundering transfer bamboozle of where we've had lives at risk and the fire safety and emergency preparedness and all of this that you say we don't have, that you say we're cutting back on, and then what you are spending is out of the general fund for things now that we can't do other things with. And now you say, oh, gee, let's take the money and put it back into the general fund. This is terrible. And by the way, they have to do this bamboozle move or they'll lose matching funds. And I've been saying all along that the city is going to be losing matching funds under this bankruptcy crisis because you don't have the administrative staff to do these things. And so now look what's happening. You're going to lose out on matching funds if you don't do some money laundering, third-party money transactions. And I'd like to know, why wasn't this money spent in the first place? If you have a safety crisis of fire and police and earthquake emergency, and this is going for Red Cross, why wasn't the money spent? Wendy Grohl, the Helen Keller controller, please open, you're Helen Keller, so you can't hear, see, or talk, so just do nothing.
Anyway, thank you.